It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What's up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, Unitedly Random. And earlier in my Tarot and Tea Tuesday video, I said that there was going to be a video posted right after this video. And I'm going to give a number. And if you are that number who like this video or that video, for example, if I say 3, if you are the third person who liked this video, or you're the third person that liked the last video, the Tarot and Tea Tuesday video, this reading is for you. It is a general reading and it's going out to 2 people, okay? So there might be some information that is a little bit off balance, but I thought about doing it this way because I thought it would be fun, okay? So number 3 over there, number 3 over here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull a general number, okay? So what number do we want to choose? I say we choose 5. Okay, the number 5. So if you were the 5th like on that video, you are number 5. This reading is for you. And if you were the 5th like on this video, this reading is for you, okay? And it is a general reading. I'm just gonna pull some cards. And I guess we're going to talk about whatever the cards really want to talk about in this moment. It's going to be a little short thing. I think I'm going to start pulling with my Rider-Waite deck first. And we'll see what we got to talk about. What does the 5th like on that video and this video? What do they need to hear? What's a general thing that they need to hear in this very moment? What's the general thing that they need to hear in this very moment? What do they need to hear in this very moment? What do they need to hear in this very moment? What else do they need to hear in this very moment? I see that we're talking about transformation. I see that we're talking about a change. I see that we're talking about a rebirth right now. What else do they need to hear? I see that we're talking about something's tying them down. What's tying them down? Give me some more information, please. Give me some more information. What's going on? What is going on? Okay, so we got the Devil, and then we turn around and we have the Sun, and then we have the King of Cups. Let me see if you can see that. So we have the Devil, the Sun, the King of Cups. Okay, so I see right now we're going to have to talk a little bit about something that's holding you back. Okay, I see it. I see something right now. So you're being tied down. This Devil card, what it's representing to me right now is being tied to something. Being tied to something and being kind of ignited by a higher source. There's something that you really can't control in this moment. There's kind of a feeling that you're not consciously deciding to feel this feeling, but there's something happening and it's making you think about the world in a different way. It's making you think about how you're tied down to something that you don't want to be tied down to. I think it's kind of interesting because we are going through the time of, you know, the COVID-19, and I feel like due to, you know, COVID-19, it put you in a position where you had a lot more time to sit and think, and you begin to think about these things that you don't have control over, and you begin to realize what you actually do have control over. There's some things that we honestly do not have control over, like the corona situation right now. We don't have control over it, but you have control over, you know, your work, your job, your life, what's happening around you. So I see that right now you're getting into a moment where you're recognizing that there's certain things tying you down, and what caused you to recognize that is something something that was out of your control, a situation that was out of your control happened, and it caused you to sit down and think about it. Okay, and so I see with the sun, I see my sunflowers in the background, and I see sunflowers as, I don't know how true this is, but sunflowers are actually a flower that can suck, I think, radiation out of the soil. So sunflowers, and we got a little, the sun, bright energy, that yellow. We turn around, we got a naked baby, and we celebrating. Okay, we're right here celebrating a lot of freedom is what I feel. Feeling this, the wind on your skin, if that makes sense. We're feeling the sun on our skin. We're feeling a lot of freedom right here. So we're moving from a situation of being tied down to having a lot of freedom. And what I feel like this is what you need to get to this point of freedom. What do you need to get to this point? Is actually the King of Cups. So the King of Cups represents kind of like the authoritative figure for me. And the water sign represents but the water sign represents emotions for me, right? That's the heart. That's that love. That's that emotion. The cup overfloweth, baby. And right now, you have to be in charge of your emotions. That's something that I see a lot of. Even if you're surrounded by a lot of things that are making you feel kind of off balance, know that you are on your pedestal. Know that you're sitting straight and tall, because the more that you're in charge of your emotions, the more you're in charge of your feelings, the more you can reach that freedom. That's definitely what I'm seeing, because you were trapped and you want to be free. And how do you get to be free? You got to be in charge of your feelings. The back of the deck energy is the Queen of Wands, that fiery energy, knowing oneself. There's a little bit of a secret here. Maybe there's a secret that you just can't hear yet. The universe isn't ready for you to hear. You have to go through these to get to this point. But just like we have this sunflower right here, we have a sunflower right here. And it's actually in her left hand. So it's in her left hand, and it's causing her to with left and right hand. So with the right hand, this is something that you're doing consciously. With your left hand, it's an unconscious thing. So at this point, we have the King of Cups holding the cup in his right hand. This is a conscious thing that you need to be aware of. You need to be aware of your emotions. You need to stabilize yourself. Work on grounding yourself to reach that freedom point. But right here, later on, you're going to be unconsciously getting rid of that negativity. It's not something that you have to be focused on the entire time. What you're going to really be doing at that time is actually working on something that right now is a secret to you, and it's a secret to me. We just don't know what you're going to be working on, but I know you're going to be working on a project when this negativity that's in your pocket right now is just gonna fly away. It's not gonna be on you as much as it is right now. But first, we got to get to the point where we are good with our emotions. So this is the Sekuli Oracle deck that I got from V Love and Crystals. So I want to go ahead and pull a card from here. I haven't talked to these babies in a while, but pull a card from here. And what can you guys add to the conversation? What can y'all tell me? What can y'all add to the conversation? You seem like you want to come out. Okay, so there's a time. Okay, so we got the 28th card. Let me see and get them ready. Okay, so there's a time where you're just going to get to the point where, okay, so you can't see right now. You see she's eating his eye. You can't see what's going to happen, and I feel like with that you might hurt the wrong people because you're going after what you want. Okay, so I guess this is a reminder to be aware of the people around you. Be aware of the people around you while you're focusing on your emotions and becoming emotionally stable. Don't hurt the people around you. That's what I feel from this card. Let me go ahead and pull my Island Time wellness cards. I love these cards. They give me a little bit of information. They gave me a little bit of more information. And so we got the addiction card in reverse. If it was upright, it's talking about obsession, codependence, controlling. It's saying, you know, let it go. Let some things go and don't resist it. Things are happening and you just need to let them happen. We also have the camera in reverse as well. If it was upright, it's talking about reminiscing, keepsakes, making memories. Right now, we just need to focus on the current time. We don't need to focus on the past. We don't need to focus on the future. Just focus on right now, and things are going to work out. Remember, with this Queen of Wands, I don't know if you can see my hand over here, there's a secret that you do not know yet. There's a secret that you won't know yet. It's not meant for you to know yet. It's going to happen in the future, okay, baby? And you just can't hear this secret just right now. But you need to just focus on what's happening in your life right now. You need to focus on what the universe is giving you right now. You need to focus on grounding yourself right now. And you also need to focus on self-indulging yourself. Focus on yourself. Work on yourself. Time to heal. Shadow work. There's some shadow work that needs to be done right now. And if you don't know what shadow work is, it's kind of like confronting the bad qualities that you have within yourself. So there's a lot of shadow work that needs to be worked on right now. And it's not necessarily about the past. It's not necessarily about the future. It's about the present. It's right now what you need to focus on, okay? So I like to end every reading off with this card, this deck right here. I don't really know the name of it. I got it from Amazon, but I like to end the reading off with this, and it doesn't necessarily say anything that had to do in the reading, but it makes me feel good. This card is trying to come out. So at the end of the reading, here's what we need to hear. Where does the power come from? It comes from within. Where does the power come from? It comes from within. This card right now is telling you that you don't need to worry about other people helping you get to that point where you feel safe, helping you get to that point where you feel, I guess, good at some point. Right now, it's you. It's focusing on you, self-indulgent. Where does that power come from to walk away from the past? Where does that power come from to stop worrying about the future? That power comes from within, and you need to take the moment to actually go within yourself and let that power grow, let that power show, and let yourself walk away from the stress that is happening right now. I want to send you a lot of love and positivity, and I hope that this message resonates with you in some type of way. As I like to say, positive vibes for the weekend, positive vibes for the rest of the week, and I will see you next time. Before you go though, go ahead and like, if you already liked, but go ahead and comment down below if it resonated, and also let me know any type of questions that you would like for me to post on my channel, because I'm looking forward to getting back into the run of it and doing pick a card readings on my channel, or just readings on my channel, general readings. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. If you got this far, you must really love me. And I too, sending you positive vibes for the weekend, and I will see you next time. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Bye bye.